all of these things that Trump and his whole thing. How can you call Elon Musk? How can you call that guy a name? Space, electric cars, helping the environment, PayPal, Zip Trader. I mean, this guy's done so many different things. He has 17 other businesses he's doing. AI, the Tesla bot. It's nuts. RFK questions Big Pharma. Vivek, completely self-made. Megyn Kelly thrown out of mainstream media, now is a strong voice. Candace Owens, strong voice. Tucker, same thing, super strong. Like, what are you talking about? And then you get all of these co-opted celebrities. For some reason, they're the best celebrities. Every celebrity that likes Trump is just a loser and a B-lister. But all the rest are A-listers and they're great. Why? Because you run that part of the media. That no one, the people have spoken. They don't give a about that media anymore. That media is not the only media anymore. That's what this is. This is disruption. And if we have to make Hollywood fair, we'll call it Los Feliz Fair instead of Vanity Fair magazine, and we'll put our people on it. Like, is that how you want to do it? That's what we'll do. And then we'll build it up, and then you'll want to be on that one. Like, it's like, just because you think you're the popular one doesn't mean that you are the only one. It's like, because you the same people that say, oh, these celebrities that came out and supported the left are so cool. Oh, okay, the same people that watch MSNBC, CNN, and I'm not saying I don't watch them sometimes. I watch them all. CBS, and they just listen to all the narratives, and they take their big pharma, and they read the same newspaper, and it's just, and they went to the same college, and that is the brainwashing. And it doesn't mean that it is what it is. There's a lot of people. This is a win against disenfranchisation. People feel very disenfranchised. And it's not that, like, you want to be inclusive to them. You shit on them. All these people shit on them. And I'm looking around, and I'm like, these people are chill. Like, you're acting so cool, you've turned me off. And I've been in the cool circle more and a lot longer and a lot deeper than most of these people that are judging people. And I'm like, no, this is not what it used to be. Somebody texted me the other day, very funny comedian, and she said, the Democrats have lost the plot. And I'm like, that's brilliant. That's what it is. You've lost the plot. So this is balls to the wall, gas down to the thing, boot on the ass. All these people, I asked somebody, I'm like, why the are all these people like such suck asses for something when I know behind closed doors they're not? And they go, well, they want to look cool for their friends at the Malibu Chili Cook-Off. Oh, and I was like, that's so true. It's like, God forbid if you have a thought that's your own. And not only that, but you pussies. It's okay if you don't want to agree with somebody who has a thought of their own, but then you try to squash. How can you call yourself an artist, an actor, a musician, a comedian who tries to squash other people's thoughts that they don't agree with you and just label them as bad and push them down? Let them have them. Go to a space where you feel uncomfortable and walk through it. Learn. And if you don't like them, don't go back, but they have to exist. You don't want them to exist. All these people that come in my comments, I didn't say anything to you. That's the whole thing. It's like that I post something how I feel on a free platform. It gets a ton of traction. So many people, I'm disappointed. I'm this, I'm that. All I said was congratulations to the 47th president of the United States. And that was it. And he's a winner. He tried to be assassinated. They tried to kill him twice. This is incredible. You should be up. What happened to us? Why do we become so soft? Why do we become so cold? Why do we become so evil? This man comes from everything underground. When have we become so soft? This is a win for critical thinking. You know, it's a win against annoyance. Like I said, I was never a person that was a political head. That's not my game. But do you know how Trump blew up? This is a clip that should go everywhere. Let me tell you how Trump blew up. Trump blew up because you manifested it. Literally, this is a beautiful lesson in manifestation. Because your fears overtook you so much, and you so know what you didn't want, and you harped and you focused so much on what you didn't want, you kept talking about it instead of what you want. You go against what you don't want louder than what you do want. Okay? And that is energy in motion. That is literally manifestation. So when you're saying all this shit against Trump, when you're saying all this stuff against people that agree with some of his things, maybe not all of his things, and you call them racist, you call them Nazis, you call them misogynists, you call them bootlickers, you call them all these names, and they're minding their own business going, okay, this guy's interesting, and you actively go after them, you've activated their hive. I'm talking to people I don't even talk to before, and they're like, yo, they're so up from these nuts that they're like, yo, I'm so glad you like this. I'm like, people that I'm become closer with because they feel so ostracized. These are normal people, working money people. These are people, industry, non-industry. The funny thing is these people, some of them are hipsters. They're over it. Some of them are from the South. They're all over. They're just people. But on the outside, you're going to put them in a box because you put too many boxes on people. And you've pushed them all over here. So you've created this monster. You've created me. Like, it's the worst thing you could have ever done. Do you understand? It is the worst thing you could ever done. Dude, shut up. Stop. This guy upstairs, I want to take a small... Oh, boy. You have... Oh, I got to see who's upstairs. You have created, through your judgments, you've activated... I don't have a wife. I don't have any kids. Doesn't mean I won't. I'm me. And I have all the time in the world and all the resources, and I have a mind. And I had the #1 hidden camera show on the WB. Now, why do you say that? Well, because it takes a lot to do these deep-seated social experiments, which I did. So I understand the psyche of the human pretty well. And so I will take that knowledge into the next phase of my life and my career, and I will go to expose the hypocrisy. So the whole thing is you're not inclusive. You're not inclusive, but you say you are. This is a win against legacy media. Like, John Oliver, dude, what happened to you? You're crying? Like, don't be so judgmental to your audience. Don't be so know-it-all. Don't be so erudite. This is a win against arrogance. No one likes an arrogant prick. This is a win against Hollywood. People are done listening to your holier-than-thou shit. and you're out here not, putting all these mandates on the audience when you're making all this money, telling people what to do when you're going back to your mansion, talking about the environment when you're getting on a private jet. It's like, how this shit is so clear. And the dummies, here's what happens. The people that still support that mindset are insecure because they still want the acceptance of this establishment. And the rest are like, I don't want to go to that party. I want to start my own. Like, it's just, like, that's how I feel. There's so much bullshit, and these people aren't fun. They aren't charming. They're not funny. They're not cool. They're just these uptight, persnickety nerds. And they can't laugh at themselves. They'll always laugh at you. They'll always shit on you. They'll always judge you, but they will never get the finger here. So that's what this is a win against. How annoying. This is a win against annoyance. Trump was created not because of Trump. Well, partially because of Trump, obviously. But because you're so annoying. It's literally, Jesus, protect me from your followers. It's not Jesus. People get turned off from religion, not because of Jesus, because of the annoying followers who tell you and shame you and say you got to do this and the only way to get to heaven is through Jesus and all this shit. That might be one way of heaven exists, or maybe what if a Buddha thinks different? It's okay. Other people can have beliefs. If they're not yours, let them have them. Be inclusive in that mindset. So you're no better than all the people you rail against.